Today we are going to make these incredibly simple, whimsical, adorable flowers. So I'm doing 3 different colors here. I'm going to use all 3 for all 3 flowers and just rotate around from rock to rock. So I'm going primary colors here, red, yellow, and blue. And I'm also going to show you the difference of petals, of the amount of petals you choose to put on your flower. So for this guy, I chose to do 6 petals. Now, you're going to notice throughout this tutorial that I am not going for perfection. If you try to be perfect, you'll notice the little flaws that you make. If you don't care about little flaws you make, then it just seems whimsical and cute. And let's face it, I paint a lot of rocks to put out. I don't need them each to be perfect. So that first one was 6. This second one I'm going to show you is going to be 8 petals. So you'll see just by adding more lines to create your petals how different your flower is going to look. Now last but not least, I am going to do just a little 4-petal flower. Now just so that it doesn't look too boring, I am going to add a little dimple to each one of the petals, but that's how it would look with just 4 petals on it. So depending on the shape of your rock, or just the look you're going for, pick any amount of petals that you want to do. You can even go crazy and do an odd number like 5, and it's just fine. Now, once I've got my outlines on, I am going to come back through and thicken up the lining of my petals along the outside edge of each of my rocks here. So I'm going to just kind of double up the thickness. If you've got a thin paint pen, you can just make it wider, or you can grab a matching thicker paint pen, whatever you have, however you want to do it. Just go and give yourself just a bigger outline. Now we're going to fill in our petals with our 3rd color. Now, as you're going to see here, I went around the center of my flowers. I took that back, so if you don't do it in the first place, don't do it. It causes more work to deal with later. It is fixable, but I did go back and add the lining color around the center. So just go in and fill in all your petals nice and solid. And then, like I said, I am going to show me fixing this problem because I think it's a little bit of a teaching moment for paint pens. So I went and I added my center, a little highlight that I wanted for later, and then I started outlining the center. As you can see, I'm pulling a lot of color in. Anytime that's happening, doodle off the tip of your pen, get it back to your original color, and then just go back in. Now, sometimes it takes more than one coat to cover up a solid color underneath. So I'm just going to get this line down. I know the color looks muddy, but I'm just going to do a second coat of it later, and also bring all those outer edges to the center point. Now, repeat that on all of my flowers so that they're all at the same spot. Now, these flowers are kind of cute, but I'm a lining person. I love how black lining can make things pop, and look, how much cuter is that? So let's go through that process. We're going to add stitch marks all the way around each one of our petals, going around the whole rock. Once we have that on there, we're going to add a little hashtag mark over our highlight. We are going to line the center circle by going on top of our color, and we're also going to line our petals going right through the center of that color. And again, like I said before, if you focus on it being perfect lines, your imperfections are going to stand out. But if you just let yourself kind of be loose with it and let them be a little bit flowy, then nobody's going to notice if your lines aren't perfectly straight. It looks intentional because it really is. These are so easy to do. You can do them in so many colors. I hope you enjoyed this quick and easy tutorial. Follow for more.